We live with the threat of the sword of Damocles hanging by the slenderest of threads over our heads each and every day. The longer we're here, the threat seems to be more obvious, especially when the world seems to be changing from day to day in this new normal and in these times of viruses and political agendas. At times, it may feel like you're a wild animal that's being pushed into a corner for no other reason than to see what you're capable of. But as the sword of Damocles hangs, the world, as lost as she is, must find her way back. Even as humankind stumbles its way through in its unforgiving forest of lies and deception, you and I have to grasp at some sort of hope. But as we reach for this hope, we must be aware of the nature of things and remember where we came from and how we got here. It was our decisions, our thoughts, and our beliefs that led us exactly where we are. There comes a time in life when you realize that your story is unique. That's true for everyone. For some, it's when they give birth to their little amigo, when it seems like the whole universe stops for just a moment to focus its attention on that new life being brought into existence. For some, it's when they've lost their child to the unforgiving nature of things, when that same universe comes crashing down onto their shoulders. And for some, it's on their deathbed, when time has come to take them away from the ones that they love the most. And yet, still, for some, it's when there is no other choice but to live. But to live a life in fear of being unique is the epitome of committing a crime to oneself. To not express your own true essence out of fear of rejection of that uniqueness is the perfect example of living in hell, or just not living at all. So instead of living in fear of the sword of Damocles, try taking it in hand and directing your will by using your own wonderful imagination. And do not doubt. Do not be like the person who is indecisive, like the waves of the sea that is blown and tossed by the wind. You can manifest anything by thinking it and feeling it real. What we think and feel is ultimately like a forecast of our own world, because everything begins in the mind. Neville is quoted as saying, "If you walk as though it were true, and to the best of your ability, believe that it's true, and that assumption, though denied by your senses, and though the world would say it is false, if you persist in it, it will harden into fact. This is the law of your own wonderful imagining. Believe it, and it will become reality. And remember, the things that you've created in your life so far are just a mirror of your own thoughts and feelings. Our unique ability to express our soul's desire is the very meaning of our existence. That is our gift, to master this third dimension.